Did you know that Hedy Lamarr, a famous Hollywood actress, was also a brilliant inventor? During World War II, she co-invented a frequency-hopping communication system with composer George Antheil to prevent enemy interception of torpedoes. Their invention used a piano roll to change frequencies, making it difficult for enemies to jam the signals. This technology laid the foundation for modern Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS. Despite her significant contribution, Lamarr's work went unrecognized for decades. She was finally honored with the Electronic Frontier Foundation Pioneer Award in 1997. Ignaz Semmelweis, a Hungarian physician in the mid-19th century, drastically reduced maternal mortality rates with a simple yet revolutionary practice. Working in a Vienna hospital, he discovered that hand-washing with chlorinated lime solutions reduced the incidence of puerperal fever, a deadly infection common in maternity wards. Despite his findings, Semmelweis faced considerable opposition from the medical community, which was resistant to the idea of invisible germs causing disease. Tragically, Semmelweis's methods were only widely adopted after his death, but his contributions paved the way for modern antiseptic procedures, saving countless lives. Sybil Ludington, a 16-year-old from New York, played a crucial role in the American Revolutionary War. On the night of April 26, 1777, she rode 40 miles through Putnam County to alert colonial militia of a British attack on Danbury, Connecticut. Her daring ride rallied nearly 400 troops to defend the town, a feat comparable to Paul Revere's more famous ride. Though less well-known, Ludington's bravery and dedication to the cause of independence remain an inspiring story of youthful patriotism and valor. Katherine Johnson, an African-American mathematician, played a key role in NASA's early space missions. Her mathematical calculations were critical to the success of the first U.S. manned spaceflights, including John Glenn's orbit around Earth in 1962. Johnson's precise work on trajectories, launch windows, and backup navigation charts ensured the safety and success of these missions. Despite facing racial and gender barriers, her expertise and precision were indispensable. Her story, highlighted in the book and movie Hidden Figures, celebrates her pioneering contributions to space exploration and her role in breaking down racial and gender barriers in STEM fields. Thales of Miletus, an ancient Greek philosopher, is often regarded as the first philosopher in Western history. Living around 624 to 546 BCE, Thales made significant contributions to many fields, including mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. He is best known for his hypothesis that water is the fundamental substance of all matter. Thales also predicted a solar eclipse and introduced the concept of using deductive reasoning to approach scientific problems. His ideas laid the groundwork for future philosophers and scientists, establishing a tradition of inquiry and logical thought. Grace Hopper, a pioneering computer scientist, made significant contributions to the development of programming languages. Hopper, who served as a rear admiral in the U.S. Navy, was instrumental in developing COBOL, a programming language that revolutionized business computing by allowing programs to be written in English rather than machine code. She also coined the term debugging after removing a moth from a computer relay. Known for her innovation and foresight, Hopper's work laid the foundation for modern software development and earned her numerous accolades, including the National Medal of Technology. Genghis Khan, born Temujin around 1162, founded the Mongol Empire, the largest contiguous empire in history. Uniting the Mongol tribes under his leadership, Genghis Khan launched a series of military campaigns that extended the empire from China to Europe. His innovative military strategies and use of psychological warfare led to the rapid expansion of his territories. Despite his reputation as a brutal conqueror, Genghis Khan also established a code of laws, promoted trade, and supported meritocracy. His empire facilitated cultural exchanges and the spread of ideas across Eurasia, significantly shaping world history. Irina Sendler, a Polish social worker during World War II, risked her life to save Jewish children from the Holocaust. Working for the Polish underground, Sendler smuggled approximately 2,500 children out of the Warsaw Ghetto, providing them with false identities and placing them in orphanages, convents, and with sympathetic families. Despite being arrested and tortured by the Gestapo, she never revealed the identities of the children or their rescuers. Sendler's incredible bravery and humanitarian efforts saved countless lives, earning her recognition as one of the righteous among the nations. Jane Bolin was the first African-American woman to become a judge in the United States. Born in 1908, Bolin graduated from Yale Law School and was appointed to New York City's Domestic Relations Court in 1939. Throughout her career, she worked tirelessly to combat racial discrimination and advocate for children and families. Bolen was known for her fairness and dedication to justice, serving on the bench for 4 decades. Her trailblazing career paved the way for future generations of women and minorities in the legal profession. Henrietta Lacks, an African-American woman whose cancer cells were taken without her consent, revolutionized medical research. In 1951, Lacks cells were discovered to have the unique ability to survive and multiply indefinitely in culture, leading to the first immortal cell line, known as HeLa cells. These cells have been crucial in numerous scientific breakthroughs, including the development of the polio vaccine, cancer research, and in vitro fertilization. Lacks' story raises important ethical questions about consent and compensation in medical research, and her contributions continue to impact science and medicine. Hypatia, a philosopher, mathematician, and astronomer in ancient Alexandria, was a pioneering figure in the intellectual world of the 4th and 5th centuries. As the head of the Neoplatonic school in Alexandria, Hypatia taught philosophy and astronomy, making significant contributions to mathematics and science. Her works included commentaries on Diophantus's Arithmetica and Apollonius's Conics, influencing later developments in these fields. Hypatia's brutal murder by a Christian mob in 415 AD marked a significant point in the decline of classical scholarship, and she is remembered as a martyr for science and reason. Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire in the 14th century, is often regarded as one of the wealthiest individuals in history. Ruling from 1312 to 1337, Musa expanded the empire significantly, incorporating regions rich in gold and other resources. His wealth became legendary during his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324, where he distributed so much gold that it reportedly caused inflation in Egypt for a decade. Musa's reign was marked by a flourishing of culture and learning, particularly in the city of Timbuktu, which became a major center for Islamic scholarship. His legacy continues to highlight the historical significance and wealth of West Africa. Noor Inayat Khan, a descendant of Indian royalty, served as a British spy during World War II. Born in 1914, Khan joined the Special Operations Executive, SOE, and was sent to Nazi-occupied France. Despite the constant danger, she operated as a radio operator, maintaining crucial communication links with the Allied forces. Betrayed and captured in 1943, Khan was executed at the Dachau concentration camp in 1944. Her bravery and sacrifice were posthumously honored with the George Cross, and she remains a symbol of courage and resistance. Qing Shi, a former prostitute-turned-pirate, commanded one of the most powerful pirate fleets in history during the early 19th century. After her husband's death, Qing Shi took control of his pirate confederation, which grew to include over 300 ships and 40,000 pirates. She enforced a strict code of conduct and successfully defended against Chinese, Portuguese, and British naval forces. Qing Shi eventually negotiated a pardon with the Chinese government, retiring as a wealthy woman. Her remarkable career as a pirate queen is a testament to her leadership and strategic brilliance. Sappho, an ancient Greek poet from the island of Lesbos, is renowned for her lyric poetry, much of which explores themes of love and passion. Living around 630 to 570 BCE, Sappho's work was highly esteemed in antiquity, and she was often referred to as the 10th Muse. Although much of her poetry has been lost, the surviving fragments reveal her mastery of the lyric form and her deep emotional insight. Her poems were typically composed to be sung with the accompaniment of a lyre, and they often focused on personal relationships and emotions. Sappho's influence extended beyond her time, impacting later poets and becoming a symbol of female artistic expression. Thanks for joining us for 60 Seconds of History. Stay tuned for more quick dives into the past,